Hey guys, Czar checking in with you. Just looking at something now and talking to the Telegram group about this particular Dax move. You don't see me with the Dax chart very often, but there was a particular question or comment from our Telegram group, and I just wanted to cover this off real time here, live. It's not a live stream, but it's live on video, as you can tell. We got 2 minutes and 14 seconds or 12 seconds left in this 10-minute candle, and it's threatening to close above the range here. And so we're going to see what happens next, and we'll play this out live here in real time and maybe even take a trade. We'll see what happens here. We got 1 minute and 55 seconds, and you can see what's happened earlier today here in the Asian session, and then in the London session, which we're still in right now. It's 8:38 a.m. New York time. So New York doesn't open for another 50 minutes, 52 minutes to be exact. But we're very much in the London session now. There was a nice big move, but it was a grinding move. And anybody that was trading it understands exactly what I mean by that. But it was a significant move on a relative basis. The points weren't actually huge at all. But now we're looking like we're getting a wick fill here above that zone. 1 minute and 20 seconds left. I'm just going to check in with my Telegram group. Encourage you to join that too if you're like-minded and want to learn, have a positive attitude, positive vibes only in our group, and love to have you. That's Zerillion Trading at Telegram. There's no charge for that. We don't charge for anything at Zerillion. Just come on by, enjoy, share, have a beginner's mind, and that's what I have too. After 33 plus years of trading, I still have a beginner's mind every day, hungry to learn from others. All right, 45 seconds left. What are we going to do here? Well, for now, all I'm going to do is get out a trade marker. This is not an open trade. It's not live. There's nothing going on here. Just an idea for what might happen if this kind of action continues, right? 20 seconds left. Let's see if we can get an upper wick here, a top wick. And if we can, there might be something here for me. All right, 15 seconds left. I would like it if it pulled back here instead of just going stronger, but we'll see. Yeah, this thing looks like it wants to move instead of giving us a chance to get in here, but we will watch it very closely. All right, new candle has begun. There's no bottom wick yet. We need to see that bottom wick. Without a bottom wick, for me, there's no trade. There needs to be a bottom wick. That one doesn't really count. It's probably going to run away with us now. If we can get a bit of a pullback here, there might be something, but it seems like it wants to go. In these moves, and I know there were traders who were waiting for this to kind of move beyond this range and then wanting to take a long position. Of course, other traders are doing the same thing, and that's why we're getting this move up. But I think it's important that we have the ability to watch a move go without us. Because if it's not in your trading plan, if you didn't have an actual trigger to enter or an optimal setup according to your model, then there actually isn't a missed move. It's just a move, right? This was a move too, and this was a move, and this was a move, and this was a move, and this wasn't a move. This was a move. You weren't in those moves, most likely, right? So what's so special about this particular one? There's really nothing, right? Unless it meets your entry criteria, there's nothing special about this move. It's just another one. And of course, New York is about to open in 40 some odd minutes, about 45 minutes. Is that right? Yeah, about 40, 45, 48 minutes. And then we can see what happens in New York. All right. Now we've got some time under pressure here, under our belts. I'll tell you what I mean by that. Okay, so we didn't get a pullback here. That's what I would have liked to have seen before taking that. We did have a pullback here. We retraced to the 20 EMA. That was the ability to get in there. But let's see what happens. See if we can get something here on this pullback. On a pullback, pardon me, to the 1 minute. I'm just looking at 2 or 3 things here at the same time. Watching closely. Patiently. Not experiencing FOMO, because this is moving and I really wanted to be in on it. Just being okay with it. There's another move around the corner. There's zero special about this particular one. Now we're getting a little pullback. So notice how we're back to what would have been our entry price, right? Oh, interesting. Didn't it feel like it was running away? It did, right? And it hasn't yet. It still might. This thing could explode to the upside right now. Wouldn't bother me a bit. It did in my first year or two of trading. I got to tell you, I had FOMO. I did away with all that. I still struggle with the need for action. That's a little different. It's a little different twist on it, right? There's a nuance there that's important. But that's my own thing, and has to do with being a guy and being competitive and all that stuff, I think. But I manage that every day. Having the right soundtrack to trade by. Hear it in the background there, and that just works for me. Having the right mindset coming in, making sure I'm well slept, which I cannot say I am with this new endeavor. It's certainly taking up a lot of hours, but eating well, good diet, all those things matter. So now we're now actually below the original entry price, right? Go figure. How did that happen? Sure felt like this thing was running away on me a minute ago. And I could jump in now. A lot of traders would do that. They would jump in now, saying, I can finally get in at that price that I wanted when it looked like it was running away, but I'm not. Because I need to see a nice bottom wick before considering taking that trade. And it looks like the market may even want to give us one of those. Maybe this could just explode to the upside. We'll wait and see. Let's watch this thing play out. Now sometimes, and I've explained this in a couple of other videos too, at least a couple, probably more. Sometimes I don't actually need the bottom wick if we can get time during a consolidation. If we could get several more blue candles here that don't even go much lower, all of a sudden now we have kind of a base to explode from, if you will, right? Now it looks like we might be getting a little bit of a bottom wick here, but I need more, right? Or either more time here, going sideways on the 1 minute chart, or an actual pullback, and ideally tap the 20 EMA right down here, right? This is looking better. This is a more resourceful structure already. Doesn't that feel better to even consider taking an entry? There is reason to have a live order now above here, not for me, but for aggressive traders who want to get in a little bit early and risk it. Risk it for the biscuit, as they say. That's better. Let's see if we can get this pullback. Now we have more time before exploding, right? This is looking better now. Try to understand the feeling of what's happening here. We had an impulse up, and now a pulling back on the bow. Think of that. There we go, pulling back on the bow. Now all of a sudden, I feel better about what? This. Ideally, we would tap that 20. Doesn't have to, but it would be nice. Okay, my order is not live yet. I think I mentioned that it was, but I'm not live yet. I need to see something else here as more information comes out. Just getting a feel for this now, real time. See this previous rejection? We're tapping into this previous rejection area. We're selling forces, overpowered buying interest to reject here. We've passed by that, failed, pulling back to those forces, some of whom are still in there, doing their thing on the long side, short side, spectator side, coming in, right? And now we're going to see what happens here. Much more resourceful. If it pulls back too far, all bets are off. It means that it's too weak. We want to be going, the idea was to go long, right? Now we've tapped into the 20. That's good. We'll see if we can close below the 20. Okay, live order now. Live order now. See it there? Live order, not a live trade. I'm not in yet. But if we blow through this area right here, then I'd be in this trade. And I'm going to go for just a few points. Points, okay? A bit more than a 1-to-1 with my stop below this wick, but it needs to blow through. It's very, very whippy now. Look at that 1 minute. This is sometimes a sign for me just to stay away when I see this kind of thing happening. This is a very indecisive point right now at 8:49. I would normally, by the way, I wouldn't even take this trade. I just want to show something to the Telegram group because we're too close to the New York session. I would take this last 50 minutes or so and just wait for New York to open, because now the new players are coming into town, and it takes on a very different feel in New York from the closing of, it's not really the closing of London because there's an overlap, but from this winding down of the mid-London session into the New York Open. A whole different world of traders and institutions and foundations and endowments and portfolio managers show up at 9:30 a.m. It's now 8:49 a.m. Yeah, dying down right now. Still not in. Still not in. I'm in now. In this trade with no bottom wick, unfortunately, on the 10-minute candle. That's the new 10-minute candle, but that's okay. Watching closely now. We're looking for 10 points. Watching closely. Because there's no bottom wick on that 10-minute candle, this is very likely to reject here because we got a micro double top on the 1-minute chart. It's very likely to reject and create a bottom wick before it goes up. But we'll see. The forces might be in play here to take us all the way up. Let's see this thing unfold. We'll watch it together. Nervous trader would be moving to break even right now. I'm not going to. I could. We can make this a break even trade right now. We're not there yet. Okay, now. Still no bottom wick on that 1 minute. Now break even. Trade to break even. Trade to break even. Wait for it. Patience. Patience. Very difficult to do. We're at break even. When I say we have our stop at break even, wait for it now. Patience. Hard to do. Just want to take that. I just want to take that profit. I need one more point. One more point. You can see it losing steam a little bit on the 1 minute there. It just wants to give us one push more. New 1 minute candle, it will pull back because we always get a bottom wick, right? Almost always. One more push. All right, this one you can take. Pull it back. Pull it back for just a half a tick. there's a saying in trading. I don't mean to be rude, but it's don't be a dick for a tick. I just executed that phrase. Now, I don't know if you were able to get out there if you were trading this with me. Of course, this is not live, so you weren't. But I'm just going to stick around with this for now. I'm going to move my stop to here. I would have been out because when I was talking about it, I was actually pulling my target. But I'm going to move my stop to there and see if we can get out at least for that little win there. Just waiting for it now. I'm okay if I get it. It's be a nice little win here too. So the stop is at this blue line now. Still alive. No matter what, this is a winning trade. Patience and being okay with whatever happens. Momentum dying here a little bit because we're so close to the dead hour or dead 45 minutes before the New York session. Patience. One more push. Again, I'm trying to really demonstrate patience here on the video in particular. Under normal circumstances, you might actually see me just pull this down and get out of that. Like I'll do it right now, if we can, because of the dying hour here and not being a dick for a tick. Again, pardon my language there. I just want to, it's a well-known saying in the trading world. And don't be so greedy that a quarter of a point is going to keep you from benefiting. And there are times when you can do that, and I actually recommend it. But it doesn't mean 4, 5, 10, 15 points. It's literally a tick, right? There it is again. If you want to take that, just take it. And there we go, guys. Nice trade. Nice 9.38 winner right there. Well done. Just going to screenshot this, and we will talk to you soon, guys, on the next one. Take care. We'll see you in New York, hopefully. All right, live here. Bye-bye now.